Hey, good morning, Faith family. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come to you this morning and give you an update on where we are in our preparations and plans for gathering back together here on campus as we prepare for the new normal moving forward as a faith family. I wanted to let you know that last night we met for an hour and a half to discuss the plans in moving forward. Those that were at the meeting were Mike Wilkinson and John Betancourt, Jim Peoples, Tammy Risk, Alan McGinty, Nancy Hurley, Dr. Morse, Jonathan, and I. It was a incredible meeting, just talking and back and forth. We took a couple of information to help us make our decision. We took the directives from the governor. We also took the information from the survey from folks within our church. There's about 150 people that filled it out. And then we took some other information from other resources and just began to lay out what is best for our church. The group has been praying individually and collectively and trying to make the best decision for our faith family. And so I wanted to come to you and give you an update on what we're going to do moving forward. So this Sunday, May the 10th, is Mother's Day. We're going to continue to have our live stream service, and we want to encourage you and your family to worship together Sunday morning at your house with the moms and ladies and grandmas who are important to you in your life. And so this Sunday, we're going to do as we have been doing, just live stream service at 10:45 on Sunday morning. Then on Sunday, May the 17th, May the 24th, and May the 31st, we're going to have a drive-in service here on our campus at 9 o'clock. So if you want to come to church on those Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock, we'll be out in the parking lot. We'll have a drive-in service. If you want to come and bring a lawn chair and socially distance yourself from others, if you want to sit in the back of a truck or just sit in your vehicle, whatever you want to do, that will be a time for us to gather together in our parking lot for a time of worship on those 3 Sunday mornings. We'll also live stream our services on that day at 10:45. So if you don't feel comfortable getting out, if it's raining, if you're not able to be here, we'll still have our services live streamed at 10:45 on those 3 Sunday mornings. Then on Sunday, June the 7th, we're going to begin phase 1 of us gathering back together. And so you'll see on the video here, there's a handout that you can refer to here as we kind of walk through there. So on Sunday, June the 7th, we're going to gather back together, and that will be phase 1, return with individual safety. We want to make sure that you know a few things. On that Sunday, masks will be required. As folks are gathered together, will be required in worship time. We'll have hand sanitizer stations placed all around the church. The only part of our facilities that will be open is the worship center. In there, it'll be chairs will be spread out and in a safe social distance. We'll discourage handshaking. Our offering time, we'll just drop the offering into the offering plate. We want to encourage those who have had recent fever or symptoms or known contact with COVID-19 positive people to stay home and not to come on that day. And then we will have some intense cleaning of high-touched areas in the worship center. As far as our church programming goes, we're going to max out at 100 people. We feel like that will give us enough space in the room to have some social distancing. Our Sunday morning worship service will be the only service that we have on campus. Our Sunday school will continue to meet via Zoom. There will be no other church events and activities on our campus, and we will continue our live stream service for the vulnerable. So that's going to begin Sunday, June the 7th. Now, we know that this is a fluid time and there is information coming and going. And so this group will continue to meet as needed to make recommendations and decisions that will help us in our faith family. Then, when the time comes this summer or at some point, we'll move to phase 2. And you can notice the difference of phase 2 compared to phase 1. The masks will be recommended. We'll continue to have hand sanitizers at all the entrances. The facility open will be the worship center with increased seating, and then all of our Sunday school classes, first grade through adult, will be open, and then we'll open up our coffee shop. Handshakes will be optional. The offering will continue to be drop-off only. We'll continue those who are sick to encourage them to stay home, and then we'll continue in cleaning, intense cleaning of high-touch areas. We'll increase our worship center capacity to 175 people. We'll have Sunday morning worship service and Sunday school only. Sunday school adults, students in Kidville, 1st through 6th grade on campus. And there will be no other church activities, and we'll continue our live stream for the vulnerable and the cautious. And then, when the time comes, we'll transition to phase 3, which is the new normal. And masks will be optional. If you want to wear one, that's fine. Hand sanitizers at all the stations. The building will be completely open for normal seating in our sanctuary and our preschool and children and youth areas. We'll begin to pass the plate again, continue to encourage those who are sick to stay home, and continue in cleaning, in the intense cleaning of high-touch areas. Our worship center will have no maximum of people. We'll return to all normal activities. Our Sunday school will be for all ages on campus. The church will then be available for large gatherings like birthday parties and celebrations, and then we're going to continue our live stream services as a way of outreach and for those who are just unable to attend. So I don't know when we'll move to phase 2 or phase 3, but this is what I do know. On Sunday, June the 7th, we're going to begin meeting back here on our campus under the things that we've put into place for phase 1 return. So we're praying for you. We're praying for our church in the time of this transition. We want to encourage you to continue to worship with your family this Sunday via our live stream, and then begin to, if you're comfortable, gather back together in our parking lot for the following 3 Sundays in the month of May. We know that this is a fluid time. It's a time of transition. It's a time of uncertainty. We don't know what next week will hold. We don't know what next month will hold, but we've put a plan in place. We wanted you to know a process of which we're going to open up our entire facilities and what that will look like. And last night we were discussing, and one of the verses that came up in our conversation was Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. And Paul says this: "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility consider others as more important than yourself. Everyone should look out not only for his own interest, but also for the interest of others." And so that's our prayer, and that's our plan. Listen, we have a diverse fellowship in ages and health and various other things, and we want to make sure that every decision we make is best for our entire fellowship. And we know that the decisions we make impact a lot of people. And so we wanted you to know our plan, and we wanted you to know our process as we move forward. So again, begin to prepare, begin to pray, share this with everybody that you know as we put phase 1 into place on Sunday, June the 7th. Man, I love you. I miss worshiping with you. We miss gathering together. And the day's coming when we gather back together in our sanctuary and we worship and celebrate together in one room. I'm praying for you. If we can do anything for you, please let us know. I love you guys. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.